How older men can tell a younger woman is waiting for you to make a move. Ever find yourself wondering what she's really thinking? Ladies, don't at me, but we're diving deep into the minds of younger women. We're uncovering the undeniable telltale signs she's totally into you, and just waiting for you to make the first move. You won't believe number 6. The natural attraction between older men and younger women. So, why are younger women attracted to older men? Well, it turns out this attraction is totally natural and has a lot to do with what older men can offer. The American Psychological Association points out that different age perspectives can bring couples closer because it adds depth to the relationship. Did you know that a significant number of married couples in the United States have an age gap of 6 years or more? It's true, according to the Pew Research Center. This shows us that society is becoming more accepting of these types of relationships. And there's more. From an evolutionary standpoint, it makes sense that women would be drawn to older men. These men represent stability and the ability to provide, which are crucial for a lasting partnership. Interestingly, studies have revealed that women in age gap relationships tend to be more satisfied and dedicated to their partners compared to those in same-age relationships. A 2008 study featured in the Psychology of Women Quarterly discovered that these women experienced greater emotional intelligence and overall happiness. So, if you're an older man wondering about a younger woman's interest in you, remember the appeal of your maturity and the stability you bring. Recognizing these signs can help you understand if she's waiting for you to take the lead, creating an opportunity for a deeper connection. Number 1. She prioritizes communication with you. Now, how can you tell if she's interested? One of the biggest giveaways is how she prioritizes communication with you. In our crazy, busy world, getting a prompt response is a big deal. If she's consistently getting back to you quickly, it means you're a priority to her, a big sign of romantic interest. Another positive signal? She's the one starting conversations. If she's actively seeking you out, it shows she wants a deeper connection. Relationship experts emphasize that this type of focused and timely communication speaks volumes. In fact, according to BetterHelp research, good communication builds strong relationships because it allows couples to freely express their emotions, needs, and desires, creating understanding and intimacy. And there's more. A study by the American Psychological Association points out that clear, honest communication not only helps solve conflicts, but also makes the emotional bond between partners stronger. So when a younger woman makes communicating with you a priority, it's a hint that maybe she's waiting for you to make the next move. Number 2. Physical closeness and touch. Moving on, let's talk about physical cues. When it comes to age gap relationships, how a woman uses physical touch and closeness speaks volumes about her interest. If she's always finding reasons to be near you or initiating casual physical contact, like touching your arm while talking, those are big hints about her attraction. These subtle moves usually mean she wants intimacy and connection and feels comfortable around you. But physical touch isn't just about affection, it has a powerful psychological effect. The National Institutes of Health points out that physical touch releases oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone. Oxytocin boosts feelings of trust and connection, key ingredients in a romantic relationship. So when a younger woman touches you, it means she's not only attracted but is looking to strengthen that emotional bond. Her comfort level with physical proximity is another telling sign. If she leans in during conversations or generally stays close, it means she feels safe and connected to you emotionally. This sense of comfort sets the stage for greater intimacy. Renowned psychologist Dr. John Gottman wisely said, "The secret to a happy marriage is not in finding the right person, but in being the right person." Her willingness to engage physically shows she's open to exploring a deeper connection. Number 3, extended farewells indicate she enjoys your company. Ever notice how some goodbyes take longer than others? Pay attention to how she says goodbye. It could be the biggest clue that a younger woman is into an older man. If she seems to drag things out and is reluctant to end the conversation, it often points to deeper feelings. Research backs this up, like a study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, which suggests that these lingering farewells are a classic sign of emotional attachment and affection. When a younger woman takes her time saying goodbye, it usually means she had a great time and didn't want it to end. This lingering can be obvious in her body language. She might hold his gaze for a beat too long, smile, or even playfully tease him to stretch out those last few moments. This behavior shows that she genuinely enjoys his company and isn't ready to let go of the connection they've built. And after you say goodbye, does she keep the conversation going via text or calls? That's another sure sign she's interested and trying to cultivate a relationship. This type of consistent communication means she's not only interested but wants things to progress. It shows that she genuinely enjoys their interactions and doesn't want to lose momentum. Those extended goodbyes and efforts to stay in touch? They're major indicators of romantic interest. It reflects her genuine appreciation for him and her desire to explore where things could go. Recognizing these signs will help him better understand her feelings, giving him the confidence to take the next step. It's obvious that she enjoys spending time with him and could be waiting for him to make a move. Number 4, exhibits classic signs of attraction. Let's delve into some classic signs of attraction. Does she seem open and engaged when she's around you? This could be anything from leaning in during conversations to keeping her arms uncrossed and making direct eye contact, all suggesting she's genuinely interested. Smiling a lot and laughing at your jokes are other good signs that she enjoys your company. The American Psychological Association points out that body language is a key part of communication and can often express feelings and intentions better than words. So by paying attention to her nonverbal cues, you can understand her level of interest, even if she doesn't say anything outright. For example, when she leans in closer as you're talking, it shows she's not just passively listening, but actively engaged. This gesture often indicates a desire for intimacy and connection. Similarly, holding eye contact can signal attraction. It shows confidence and a willingness to connect on a deeper level. In fact, a study published in Frontiers in Psychology found that women often use eye contact as a subtle way to express interest. Number 5, shows deep interest in your life. Have you noticed she's genuinely curious about your life? When a younger woman is interested in an older man, she'll often show deep interest in his experiences, family, and future plans. If she's asking thoughtful questions that show she genuinely wants to get to know him on a deeper level, it means she can see potential for a real relationship. Building intimacy and strengthening a connection requires mutual self-disclosure, where both people gradually reveal more personal things about themselves. By going beyond surface-level topics, she's inviting him to open up and share more. When you have this exchange of personal information, it creates closeness and trust. Sharing your thoughts, feelings, and experiences with someone you're interested in, and having them do the same with you, deepens intimacy in a relationship. It means she's comfortable being vulnerable with him and values their connection enough to really want to get to know him. When a woman is interested in something romantic, she'll usually start asking about your life and goals. Those thoughtful questions mean she's invested in him as a person and sees a possible future together. His advice? Embrace these opportunities to share more about himself and deepen their connection. Number 6, mentions others to gauge your reactions. Here's an interesting twist. She mentions others to gauge your reactions. By bringing up other people, especially other men or women, she's actually doing two things: testing how you react and figuring out where your relationship stands emotionally. Social psychology studies confirm that jealousy can be a significant factor in romantic relationships. When she brings up other guys, she might be watching to see if you're the jealous type, which could indicate how interested you are. If you seem curious or concerned, it's a signal that you care, possibly giving her the push she needs to move toward a more serious connection. She might also mention other women to see if you're available. This strategy lets her read your feelings while seeing how you react to a little competition. If you act indifferent or dismissive when she mentions other women, she might interpret that as you being available and possibly interested in taking things further. Before we dive in, I want to thank you all for your support. Every comment, like, and share fuels my passion to continue spreading the Stoic philosophy that transformed my life. Your engagement strengthens this community, and I'm grateful for each of you. Number 7, gives sincere and frequent compliments. Who doesn't love a good compliment? If you're an older man wondering if a younger woman is into you, pay close attention to how often she compliments you and how genuine those compliments are. When she consistently offers heartfelt praise for your achievements, appearance, or qualities she admires, It's a strong indicator she's attracted to you and values who you are. These compliments are more than just words, they help create a real emotional bond. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Happiness Studies showed that giving and receiving compliments can significantly strengthen relationships. Think of it as a verbal high five. They boost self-esteem and encourage positive feelings for both people involved. When she acknowledges his strengths and achievements, it shows how much she appreciates and admires him, building a foundation of mutual respect and affection. Those positive comments can also be a less obvious way to let him know she's interested. When she points out what she finds attractive about him, maybe his sense of humor or work ethic, she's subtly communicating her attraction. This type of encouragement makes him feel good and even inspires him to return the favor, which helps deepen the connection even more. One thing to keep in mind: sincerity is everything when it comes to compliments. Anything that seems fake or forced can backfire and raise red flags. When she praises him, it needs to feel authentic and heartfelt. That level of sincerity not only strengthens their connection, it lays the groundwork for a potentially amazing relationship. Bottom line, when a younger woman is generous with her genuine compliments, it's a green light. She sees his value and is open to the possibility of something more meaningful. So when those moments happen, take them as opportunities to connect and know that it might be time to make a move. Number 8. Maintains contact through small gestures. Let's talk about the little things that mean a lot. Pay attention to those small, deliberate attempts she makes to stay connected. It might be anything from sharing articles or jokes to sending you little updates about her day. The point is, she's keeping the conversation going and making you a part of her everyday life. These consistent efforts, no matter how small they seem, clearly show she wants to nurture the connection and keep you top of mind. When a woman shares details of her day with you, it means you've become a significant part of it. It shows that she wants you in her life, even if it's through brief interactions. And this is so important. Consistent communication is the key to developing and sustaining relationships. It builds trust, intimacy, and brings a feeling of closeness. A study in the Journal of Communication highlighted just how critical regular, meaningful conversation is for successful relationships. By making an effort to reach out to you consistently, she's sending a clear message that you matter to her and that she values your connection. Those little gestures might not seem like much individually, but together they create a very telling picture of her interest in you. But remember, it's not just about digital exchanges. She might also start finding more reasons to see you face to face. Maybe she suggests grabbing coffee or going to an event together. These in-person interactions take the connection to the next level, establishing a solid foundation for a potential relationship. To sum it all up, when a younger woman is constantly reaching out, even in small ways, consider it a bright green light. It means she genuinely enjoys your company, values your presence in her life, and is waiting for you to take the lead. Take note of those signs, and if it feels right, make your move. Number 9. Offers her undivided attention. In today's world full of distractions, her undivided attention is a precious gift. When she's with you, she puts her phone away, maintains eye contact, and is fully engaged in the conversation. This level of focus shows she respects you and values your time together. When a woman can tune out everything else going on around her to be present with you, it shows you're a priority in her mind. She appreciates the time you spend together and makes an effort to really be there for it, actively engaging in conversations and interactions. Experts agree that spending quality time together is the cornerstone of strong, lasting relationships. The Gottman Institute found that couples who prioritize meaningful time together have a much higher chance of happiness and stability in their relationships. When she makes a conscious effort to focus her energy on you, it means she genuinely cares and wants to invest in strengthening your bond. It goes without saying, when a woman gifts you with her undivided attention, that's something to be cherished and reciprocated. Give her your full focus in return, and you'll create a powerful feedback loop. That kind of mutual effort deepens your emotional connection and creates trust, intimacy, and true understanding. Bottom line, if she consistently offers you her undivided attention, consider it a fantastic sign. It means she sees you as someone special in her life, and that's definitely worth exploring further. Take this as an opportunity to deepen your connection, build a strong foundation for something lasting, and above all, enjoy the quality time you share together. Number 10. Engages in playful flirting. Now let's get into the fun stuff. Flirting. If she engages in playful flirting, using humor, teasing, and lighthearted banter, it's a strong indicator she's interested in building a connection. Did you know that research backs this up? The journal Evolutionary Behavioral Sciences points out that flirting is a universal behavior linked to increased attraction. So when a woman flirts, she's showing genuine interest and hinting that she'd like to explore things further. But it's not just about what she says. Watch her body language too. Does she seem relaxed and approachable? Is she making eye contact, smiling, and generally having a good time? Those are all green lights. She feels comfortable with you and is open to taking things to the next level. But flirting isn't just about sparking a connection. Studies in social psychology confirm that those playful, humorous exchanges deepen feelings of closeness and intimacy, ultimately leading to happier relationships. So to recap, when a younger woman flirts with you, she's signaling her attraction and hinting that she sees potential for a romantic relationship. Embrace those moments. Respond in kind and enjoy some witty banter. It's the perfect way to build that lasting connection. But one final thought. Remember to always keep it respectful and appropriate. Be sure you're both on the same page so that everyone feels comfortable and enjoys the interaction. Number 11. Includes you in her future plans. Finally, let's talk about the future. One of the biggest giveaways that she's waiting for you to make a move is when she starts including you in her future plans. This could be as simple as mentioning an event she'd like to attend with you, or discussing long-term goals that align with yours. When a woman shares her future aspirations with you, it's a clear indication she's picturing you in it. She's not just focused on the here and now. She's looking ahead and sees you as an important part of her life. Relationship counselors agree, being included in someone's future plans indicates a growing commitment. It's important to understand that when she shares her future vision with you, it's a gesture of trust and vulnerability. The best way to respond is by being open and honest, communicating clearly, and reciprocating that level of commitment. If she's consistently including you in her future, she clearly sees you as a potential long-term partner. So there you have it, gentlemen. 11 subtle signs she's hoping you'll make the first move. Did any of these surprise you? Let us know in the comments which sign you think is the most telling. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the Stoic Insights so you don't miss out on future videos. And don't forget to tap that notification bell so you'll know the minute we post new content. Until next time, good luck out there.
How to make any woman miss you badly. Are you ready for a relationship secret so powerful it dates back to the ancient Greeks? Think about this. An older man, John, lovingly tends his garden. It's the envy of everyone, until one day he starts to smother her plants with too much care. They wither and die. Just like John's garden, relationships can be suffocated by good intentions. But here's the shocker. What if I told you that making someone miss you, truly miss you, is the key to an amazing connection? We're diving deep into forbidden Stoic wisdom to uncover how to make your absence intensely felt. Get ready to transform your love life. You won't believe the secrets we're about to reveal. Number 1, stop over-controlling, trying to manage every aspect of your partner's life. Do you find yourself constantly looking at their phone or needing to know where they are at all times? This desire to control your relationship can be damaging, even though it's a common issue. It's natural to mistake this behavior for love and care, but the truth is that it suffocates the relationship and restricts the freedom that's essential for any partnership to flourish. Someone who needs to control everything in a relationship often exhibits subtle but noticeable signs. Red flags include constantly needing to check in, establishing rigid rules about interactions with others, or experiencing anxiety when plans change. These behaviors are driven by a deep-rooted fear of uncertainty and a longing to eliminate the unknown. However, instead of creating security, this behavior often breeds resentment and drives your partner away. Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "The more we value things outside our control, the less control we have." This means that in relationships, the more we try to control our partner's actions, the less influence and control we have over the relationship itself. It's tempting to justify over-controlling behavior as a form of love or care. You might believe that you are protecting the relationship by monitoring your partner's activities or making decisions on their behalf, but this only stifles your partner's independence. True relationship growth comes from mutual respect and trust, not from one person micromanaging the other. Letting go of the need to control allows for a more harmonious and balanced relationship to develop. This doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you show care by understanding and supporting your partner's need for independence. When you embrace this wisdom, your relationships can be transformed, becoming more fulfilling and stronger. By releasing the need to over-control, you gain the genuine admiration and affection of those you love. Number 2, letting them live their own life. Picture a relationship where each partner feels empowered to follow their own passions, pursue personal growth, and explore individual interests. This vision aligns seamlessly with the Stoic principle of allowing others to live autonomously. Respecting your partner's freedom creates a nurturing space for individual and shared growth. We've already established that over-controlling behavior harms any relationship. It grows from insecurity and the misguided belief that love requires constant monitoring. Authentic love, however, values individuality and respects personal boundaries. When you allow your partner to have their own life, you acknowledge that they are an independent person with unique desires, needs, and goals. Letting go becomes a gift of freedom that surprisingly strengthens your connection. This respect fosters a healthier, more balanced relationship where both individuals feel valued and understood. You have more to share, more to discuss, and more to admire in each other. This independence can be incredibly attractive and is often what people miss when they're apart from you. Letting go of control and allowing your partner to embrace their own life is incredibly powerful. It reflects confidence and trust, qualities that many find attractive. Marcus Aurelius offered this advice: accept the things to which fate binds you and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. Embracing this wisdom demonstrates the strength of your connection without the need for constant oversight. They are likely to feel more appreciated and respected, which deepens their affection and attachment to you. By focusing on your own life and encouraging your partner to do the same, you create a dynamic where your presence is not just wanted but truly missed. Number 3, the on-off formula. Have you heard of the on-off formula? It may sound a bit unusual, but it's a clever technique young people employ to make someone miss them. Basically, it involves switching between periods of presence and absence, being there for your partner but not always instantly available. This approach can significantly boost your appeal and deepen your partner's appreciation. The heart of the on-off formula is achieving a balance between being available while maintaining your independence. Remember the saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder? When you're not always instantly available, you create anticipation and excitement. Mastering this formula means expressing care in a subtle, balanced way. Be present and supportive, but resist the urge to hover. For example, you might check in with your partner and demonstrate interest in their day without needing to be involved in every detail. You're there for them, just not constantly. This shows that while you deeply care, you also value your own time and pursuits. This doesn't mean neglecting your partner. Instead, it demonstrates that you have a life outside the relationship. When you prioritize personal goals and interests, you communicate that your time is valuable, making shared moments more meaningful. The essence of the on-off formula is making the other person appreciate your presence and recognize its value. Constant availability can lead to complacency. Introducing some distance creates a dynamic where your partner genuinely looks forward to and values time spent together. By embracing the on-off formula, you nurture a relationship dynamic that keeps the spark alive. It reminds your partner of your worth and the joy of your companionship. This approach makes you miss and strengthens the bond, ensuring your presence is both deeply valued and desired. And while this formula helps strengthen your relationship, it also emphasizes the importance of having time for yourself. It's not just about making your partner miss you, it's about valuing your own time and self-care. For more on this, check out our video titled The Art of Selfishness. Why self-love and selfishness are the secret to a good life. You can click the link below to watch. Number 4, don't beg for attention. Have you ever tried to change who you are to please someone else, hoping to capture their attention? Many people attempt to mold themselves into what they think the other person wants, all in the name of attraction. Initially, this might seem like a good strategy, leading the other person to believe, wow, we have so much in common. However, this approach is inherently flawed. When you change yourself to gain someone's attention, you hide your true self. This often results in a superficial connection. Eventually, the other person grows bored because there's nothing genuine or new to discover. Maintaining this facade is exhausting. You constantly second-guess yourself. When your focus is on being someone you're not, your true self is overshadowed by this manufactured persona. This internal conflict is harmful to your well-being and weakens the foundation of the relationship. Instead of changing who you are to get attention, embrace your authentic self. Your uniqueness and genuine qualities are what make you memorable and special. By being true to yourself, you allow others to appreciate you for who you truly are, not who you think they want you to be. They will remember you not as a copy of themselves, but as a distinct individual with your own unique traits and qualities. In a world where conformity often reigns supreme, daring to be your authentic self is a powerful way to make a lasting impression. This doesn't equate to being inflexible or stubborn. It means staying true to your core values and principles while remaining open to personal growth and improvement. This is how you become someone worth remembering and missing, not because you craved attention, but because you are uniquely and unapologetically yourself. Before we dive in, I want to thank you all for your support. Every comment, like, and share fuels my passion to continue spreading the Stoic philosophy that transformed my life. Your engagement strengthens this community, and I'm grateful for each of you. Now let's move forward. Number 5. Love is like a bar of soap. Why is love like a bar of soap? Because the more you use it, the faster it disappears. It might seem like a strange comparison, but think about it. When you eat the same meal or watch the same movie repeatedly, you quickly tire of it. This concept also applies to love and relationships. While constantly showering your partner with affection and attention might seem like the ideal way to express your feelings, it can backfire. Just as a bar of soap diminishes with overuse, love can also wear thin from overexposure. Being overly affectionate and always present can breed boredom and complacency, causing your partner to take your presence for granted. Allowing love time to breathe, providing space for freedom and distance, can significantly deepen appreciation and longing. Marcus Aurelius taught that balance and moderation are essential in all aspects of life. He wrote, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." Applying this wisdom to relationships means understanding that constant togetherness isn't necessary for a strong bond. In fact, periods of absence can create a healthy longing and appreciation for each other. By occasionally stepping back and giving your partner space, you create opportunities for them to miss you. This doesn't mean withdrawing affection or becoming distant. It means finding an equilibrium where you both enjoy time together and apart. Marcus Aurelius also believed in mindfulness and presence. By being fully present when you are with your partner, you make those moments more powerful. Instead of overwhelming the relationship with constant attention, focus on making your shared moments truly memorable and special. This balance of presence and absence is essential to maintaining a vibrant, healthy relationship. Just like a bar of soap, love thrives on moderation. Allowing for reflection, freedom, and distance cultivates a fulfilling and enduring relationship dynamic. This approach not only makes your presence more precious, but also ensures that your partner misses you deeply. Number 6. Value quality over quantity. Imagine enjoying a wonderful dinner with your partner. The ambiance is perfect, the food is delicious, but what truly makes the evening special is the genuine connection you share and the meaningful conversation you have. This illustrates the core of valuing quality over quantity in relationships, a principle that makes your presence memorable. Spending endless hours together without meaningful interaction can result in a shallow connection. Instead, prioritize the quality of your time together. Whether it's a shared hobby or a heartfelt conversation during dinner, being fully present in these moments creates lasting memories. This depth of engagement strengthens the emotional bond, making your partner long for these special times when you're apart. Superficial small talk can only take a relationship so far. Engage in meaningful conversations about things that matter. Discuss your dreams, your values, and topics that are important to you both. These discussions deepen your understanding of each other, making your presence more impactful. When your partner reflects on these meaningful conversations, they'll miss the unique perspective and emotional connection you bring to their life. Constant availability can lead to complacency. Keeping the spark alive means balancing your time together with time apart. This isn't about playing games, but about allowing space for individual growth. When you spend time pursuing your own interests, you bring fresh energy and new experiences back to the relationship. This balance maintains excitement, ensuring that your partner appreciates and misses you more. When you prioritize quality over quantity, your presence becomes something deeply missed, not just noticed. This approach cultivates a relationship built on genuine connection and mutual appreciation, making every shared moment cherished and memorable. Before we jump into the next lesson, here's a shocking stat. 98% of viewers don't leave comments or hit the like button. If you found lesson number 1 helpful, drop a comment saying useful and smash that like button to show your support. We truly appreciate you. Number 7, treat them like a friend. Think about your most valued friendships. They are built on a foundation of respect, trust, and genuine affection, free from the pressures and expectations that often accompany romantic relationships. Applying this perspective to your romantic relationship can be incredibly powerful. Marcus Aurelius said, "The only way to live is to accept each moment as an unrepeatable miracle." When you treat your partner like a friend, you create a foundation of mutual respect and authentic connection. This makes your presence something deeply valued and missed. While romantic relationships often begin with intense feelings and physical attraction, it's the underlying friendship that provides sustenance. Instead of constantly trying to impress or flirt, focus on cultivating a strong, authentic friendship. Enjoy shared activities, support each other's individual pursuits, and be open about your interests. Treating your partner like a friend creates a comfortable, safe space where they can be themselves without judgment. They will miss the comfort and safety they feel with you, making your presence even more cherished. This creates a deeper connection that goes beyond superficial attraction, resulting in a more fulfilling and resilient relationship. This approach lessens the pressure to conform to traditional romantic stereotypes, allowing both of you to be your authentic selves. As your relationship progresses, your partner will appreciate the equality and respect you fostered, missing your balanced, supportive presence when you're not around. Imagine the surprise and joy your partner might feel when they realize they missed the way you used to flirt and chase after them, only to find themselves wanting to return the favor. By treating them as a friend, you subtly create a longing for the playful, romantic side of your relationship. They will find themselves putting in the effort to win your affection, realizing how much they miss the dynamic you've cultivated. Treating your partner like a friend doesn't diminish the romance. It enhances it by creating depth and authenticity. This foundation of mutual respect and genuine affection makes your presence something your partner deeply misses and always cherishes. Number 8, don't give away everything. When emotions run high, it's tempting to reveal everything about yourself, hoping to build trust and intimacy. We often feel compelled to share everything, believing it will bring us closer. However, revealing too much too soon can have the opposite effect. It can overwhelm your partner and make you appear less interesting. This principle applies to how much you reveal in a relationship. Holding back a little maintains intrigue and keeps the spark alive. Instead of disclosing everything immediately, reveal parts of yourself gradually, allowing your partner to discover you over time. This measured approach keeps them engaged and interested. Men often enjoy the thrill of discovery, the excitement of learning new things about their partner gradually. Revealing everything too quickly eliminates this element of surprise, diminishing the dynamic energy of the relationship. By pacing your revelations, you create anticipation and curiosity, leaving your partner eager to learn more. Always maintain a part of yourself that's just for you. This doesn't mean being dishonest or secretive, but retaining a sense of individuality and mystery. As a rule, keep at least 1% for yourself. This way, if things don't go as planned, you won't feel like you've lost everything. Holding back some aspects of yourself cultivates a sense of intrigue and excitement in your relationship. This approach ensures your partner remains engaged and interested, always eager to know you better. It allows you to maintain your individuality, essential for a healthy, balanced connection. By holding back a little, you make your presence more compelling and all the more missed when you're not around. Number 9, be patient. Patience is fundamental to Stoic philosophy, and its practice can profoundly influence your relationships. The Stoic emperor Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "Patience is the companion of wisdom." Embracing patience not only creates more resilient and stronger connections, it also makes your presence more valued. We live in a world of instant gratification. It's tempting to rush relationships, pushing for immediate results. However, authentic connections develop over time. Allow the relationship to unfold naturally, without pressure or force. This approach creates a solid foundation built on mutual understanding and trust. When you let the relationship evolve at its own pace, you avoid superficial connections and cultivate a bond that is deep and lasting. Your partner will appreciate the authenticity of your connection and miss your reliable, steady presence when you're apart. Every relationship has conflict, but it's how you manage disagreements that makes a difference. Responding to conflict with patience allows emotions to settle and prevents regrettable, impulsive actions. Remain composed and calm, allowing both yourself and your partner time to cool down and reflect. This approach fosters understanding and mutual respect, showing your partner that you value finding constructive solutions. They will come to appreciate your calm demeanor and ability to handle disputes maturely, valuing your comforting presence even more. Respecting your partner's need for space and time is essential to a healthy relationship. Instead of constantly seeking their attention or trying to be involved in every aspect of their life, let them come to you. This demonstrates that you trust them to manage their own life and that you respect their independence. When you allow your partner space to breathe and grow, they will value your presence even more. This balance of closeness and independence results in a dynamic where your partner both misses you when you're gone and anticipates the times you share. By practicing patience, you embody a core Stoic virtue that strengthens your relationships, allowing relationships to unfold organically. Giving your partner space and practicing patience during disagreements builds a stronger, more resilient connection. Patience enhances the quality of your interactions and makes your presence more valued, creating a lasting impact on your partner's life. Number 10. Master the art of active listening. Let's explore a skill that can transform your dating life: active listening. I know what you're thinking. Listening? That's the secret weapon? Trust me, this is more than passively listening. It's about unleashing a superpower that will make you irresistible. The founder of Stoicism, Zeno of Citium, said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we should listen more than we say." This wisdom is invaluable in dating. So many men are focused on telling their own stories or planning their next witty remark that they miss the opportunity for authentic connection. Here's the key. Women aren't looking for a monologue, they crave a dialogue. Active listening is the key to creating a genuine connection. It means being fully present, noticing subtle cues, and responding in a way that conveys sincere interest. Let's look at a real-world example. Imagine you're on a date and she mentions a recent trip to Italy. The average guy might jump in with, "Oh, cool, I've always wanted to go there." You, however, take it deeper. Ask, "What was your favorite experience in Italy?" Then listen, truly listen. Observe her expression when she talks about a small cafe in Florence. Ask about the atmosphere, the coffee. You've created a virtual trip to Italy together. I once had a client, let's call him Tom. He was incredibly charming and could talk to anyone. However, his dates rarely led to second dates. We worked on active listening skills. Initially, he was uncomfortable, as if he should be doing more. Soon he began noticing things he had previously missed, the subtle shifts in a woman's voice when she discussed her passions, the changes in her body language when the topic changed. The results were amazing. Women found him easy to talk to and incredibly thoughtful. One woman said, "It's like he really gets me." All because Tom learned to listen. So how do you master this art? Start with open-ended questions. Instead of "Did you enjoy the film?" ask what stood out to you in the film. When she speaks, give her your full attention. Put your phone away, maintain eye contact, and use nonverbal cues like nodding to demonstrate your interest. Then follow up with questions or comments that demonstrate you were truly listening. If she describes a challenge at work, don't just say, "That sounds tough." Ask about the specific obstacles she's facing or her plans to overcome them. Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Becoming a master of active listening isn't about manipulation, it's about genuine human connection. When you truly listen, you send a powerful message. You are interesting, you are worthy of my undivided attention. In a world filled with distractions, that is incredibly attractive. Next time you're on a date, challenge yourself to listen more than you talk. Be curious, be engaged, be present. Master this art, and you will transform your dating life. Not only will you be more attractive, but you'll gain a deeper understanding of the women you're interested in, leading to more meaningful relationships. Number 11, developing a meaningful existence. Creating a meaningful existence is at the heart of Stoic philosophy. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." By aligning your life with true nature and universal rhythms, focusing on what can be controlled and integrating Stoic principles into daily life, you can cultivate a deeply fulfilling and impactful presence that others will miss. Living a life aligned with your true nature and the broader rhythms of the universe involves nurturing virtues such as wisdom, integrity, and humility over chasing external success. When you prioritize internal virtues, you build a character that is respected and admired by others. Focus on developing qualities like honesty, courage, and compassion. These virtues create a strong moral foundation that guides your actions and decisions, making you a person of integrity and wisdom. Participate actively in your community and foster respectful relationships. By contributing to the well-being of others and building strong social ties, you create a supportive and interconnected life that others value and miss when you're not around. The Stoic principle of focusing on what can be controlled is essential for maintaining inner peace and resilience. By concentrating on your attitudes, choices, and responses, you can navigate life's challenges with grace and strength. Regularly examine your actions and the motivations behind them to ensure they align with your values. This practice fosters authenticity and self-awareness, making your presence grounded and reliable. Embrace difficulties as opportunities for growth and learning. This mindset transforms challenges into valuable experiences that enhance your character and resilience, making you someone others admire and miss for your strength and perspective. Show kindness to others, reflect on your actions and thoughts, and take care of your physical and mental health. These practices not only improve your well-being but also foster a positive and nurturing environment that others appreciate. Engage in activities that bring joy and fulfillment, whether through small daily acts or larger, impactful gestures. This balanced approach to life ensures that your presence is meaningful and missed by those who experience your thoughtful and deliberate way of living. By developing a meaningful existence through these Stoic lessons, you create a life that is rich in virtue, resilience, and purpose. This approach not only enhances your personal fulfillment, but also makes your presence deeply valued and missed by those around you as they come to appreciate the depth and authenticity you bring to their lives.
Nice guys never have these 5 traits women crave. Are you tired of being the nice guy who never gets the girl? Do you ever feel like you're doing everything right but still end up alone? Well, I'm about to reveal 5 brutal truths about what women really find attractive. And it might shock you. Get ready to level up your dating game. Number 1. Self-respect. Having self-respect is a key difference between men who are genuinely attractive and those considered nice guys who often come across as needy and desperate. These behaviors can indicate low self-esteem, which is unattractive to many women. Conversely, a man who values himself radiates confidence, making him universally appealing. This confidence comes from recognizing one's worth and the ability to set healthy relationship boundaries. Establishing and upholding personal boundaries is a cornerstone of self-respect. When a man understands his limits and communicates them effectively, it demonstrates that he values his needs and feelings. Women are drawn to partners who assert their boundaries because it signifies maturity and emotional stability. Research published by the American Psychological Association shows that both men and women consistently rank confidence as a desirable trait, emphasizing its significance in romantic relationships. Furthermore, self-respect empowers a man to engage in healthy relationships without sacrificing his own values or needs. This balance promotes mutual respect, leading to stronger connections. As Brené Brown, a well-known researcher on vulnerability and courage, states, "You cannot get to courage without walking through vulnerability." This means that self-respect involves acknowledging one's weaknesses while maintaining a strong sense of self-worth. Self-respect also influences how men approach romantic interests. Men with healthy self-esteem are more likely to interact positively with potential partners, creating an atmosphere of mutual respect and value. Studies show that individuals with high self-esteem are often more popular and experience higher levels of satisfaction in their relationships. In essence, self-respect goes beyond simply valuing oneself. It's about embodying that value in all interactions. Men who demonstrate self-respect attract women not only through their confidence, but also through the healthy dynamics they foster in relationships. Yet, even emotional stability isn't enough if you're missing the next trait, a trait so critical that its absence can turn attraction into frustration almost overnight. But lacking self-respect is just the beginning. There's a deeper, more unexpected trait that nice guys often miss, one that can make or break a relationship in ways you might not imagine. Number 2. Emotional stability. Emotional stability is a highly desirable trait in a partner, often sought out by women. It demonstrates an individual's capacity to handle life's difficulties with composure and resilience. This stability creates a feeling of safety and security in a relationship, allowing women to feel valued and secure. When men exhibit emotional stability, they manage stress and emotional turmoil without overreacting, fostering a nurturing environment for both partners. Conversely, many nice guys struggle with emotional instability. They often prioritize pleasing others, leading to excessive self-sacrifice and conflict avoidance. This behavior is rooted in a fear of rejection and a need for validation, resulting in emotional reactivity that can harm relationships. For instance, disagreements may cause them to become overly defensive or accommodating, leading to increased tension rather than resolution. Emotional stability not only benefits personal well-being but also strengthens communication in relationships. Emotionally stable individuals can articulate their thoughts and feelings openly, fostering honest dialogue and mutual understanding. This quality is particularly important to women who appreciate partners who can express themselves without fearing judgment. According to the American Psychological Association, emotional stability is marked by predictability and consistency in emotional reactions, which is vital for healthy relationship dynamics. Research suggests that women place high importance on emotional stability in partners. A survey conducted by the Pew Research Center found that 74% of women view emotional maturity as essential for a lasting partnership. This emphasizes emotional stability as a fundamental element of fulfilling relationships. As Bob Hoskins famously said, emotional stability and expression comes from women, highlighting the critical role emotional balance plays in fostering strong partnerships. Yet even emotional stability isn't enough if you're missing the next trait, a trait so critical that its absence can turn attraction into frustration almost overnight. Before we dive in, I want to thank you all for your support. Every comment, like, and share fuels my passion to continue spreading the Stoic philosophy that transformed my life. Your engagement strengthens this community, and I'm grateful for each of you. Now let's move forward. Number 3. Decisiveness. Decisiveness is a key trait that separates confident men from those deemed nice guys, who frequently struggle with decision-making due to a fear of upsetting others and a lack of self-assurance. This indecision often stems from a deep-seated belief that placing others' needs above their own is a virtue. Consequently, nice guys might hesitate to make choices, fearing any decision could displease their partner or provoke conflict. This tendency not only harms their self-esteem but also injects uncertainty into their relationships. On the other hand, a decisive man projects confidence in his judgment and readily takes initiative, qualities that women find very attractive. Decisiveness signals self-assurance and comfort with one's choices, which fosters a feeling of security in a partner. Women are often drawn to men who make decisions swiftly and effectively, seeing it as a sign of strength and dependability. This trait becomes especially valuable in romantic relationships where clear direction is crucial for stability. A decisive partner brings clarity and direction, bolstering the overall stability of a relationship. When a man confidently navigates decisions, be it selecting a restaurant or discussing future plans, it instills a sense of security in his partner. This reassurance allows both individuals to feel more grounded, reducing anxiety and deepening the emotional connection. Furthermore, decisive men tend to be better equipped to handle conflicts constructively, as they address issues head-on rather than avoiding them through indecisiveness. In essence, embracing decisiveness not only benefits personal growth, but also enriches romantic partnerships. By cultivating this trait, men can transform hesitant interactions into confident exchanges, creating more fulfilling relationships where both partners feel valued and understood. But brace yourself. The lack of decisiveness isn't the most surprising trait nice guys are missing. There's another, often overlooked quality that can utterly transform how women perceive you. Let's get to the final bombshell, a secret weapon that can skyrocket your appeal to women, but nice guys almost never have. Number 4. Independence and passion. Independence and passion are vital qualities that distinguish self-assured men from nice guys, who often grapple with dependency and a lack of direction in life. Many nice guys tend to depend heavily on their partners for validation and happiness, leading to codependent relationships. This dependency can create an imbalance where one person feels burdened by the other's emotional needs, ultimately stifling intimacy and personal growth. In contrast, a man who embodies independence demonstrates his ability to manage his life and find happiness within himself. This self-reliance is not only appealing but also reassuring to women, signaling that he is secure in himself and doesn't rely on the relationship to define him. An independent man has his own interests, hobbies, and social circles, adding depth to his personality and making him a more well-rounded partner. This independence cultivates a healthier relationship dynamic, allowing both individuals to flourish as individuals while sharing a strong connection. Passion is another crucial element that enhances a man's attractiveness. A passionate man possesses a clear sense of purpose and identity, whether it's through his career ambitions, creative pursuits, or personal interests. This enthusiasm for life makes him more captivating and interesting to women. When a man is passionate about something, it reflects commitment and drive, inherently attractive qualities. Moreover, passion can ignite deeper conversations and shared experiences within a relationship, fostering opportunities for growth and exploration as a couple. Women are often drawn to men who exude passion because it signals ambition and a zest for life, traits that promise excitement and adventure. In conclusion, cultivating independence and passion not only enriches a man's life, but also increases his desirability in the eyes of women. By embracing these qualities, men can foster healthier relationships built on mutual respect, shared passions, and emotional fulfillment. Number 5. Being a good listener. Women truly value partners who are attentive listeners. Many men who are considered nice often prioritize superficial gestures of kindness, neglecting the genuine needs and emotions of their partners. This can create a communication barrier and a feeling of emotional distance, ultimately weakening the relationship. Men who listen attentively convey empathy and genuine care, establishing a space where their partners feel respected and understood. This active participation demonstrates a concern for their thoughts and feelings, cultivating a deeper emotional bond. Research by the American Psychological Association indicates that open communication, particularly active listening, is crucial for developing trust and closeness in relationships. When individuals feel heard, it strengthens their emotional connection and increases overall relationship happiness. Attentive listening goes beyond simply hearing words. It requires understanding the underlying emotions and intentions. This level of connection allows for more meaningful dialogues and helps address conflicts more efficiently. When a partner feels validated and understood, it substantially decreases misunderstandings that could lead to disagreements. Moreover, being a good listener improves the relationship by nurturing emotional connection and trust. As Stephen Covey famously said, "Seek first to understand, then to be understood." This emphasizes prioritizing your partner's point of view before sharing your own, a practice that can significantly improve communication dynamics. To summarize, being a good listener goes beyond hearing your partner. It involves engaging with her deeply. This skill is incredibly valuable for nurturing a loving and supportive relationship cherished by both partners. Being a good listener is a game changer. While nice guys think they're attentive, they often miss the mark by focusing on superficial gestures rather than truly connecting. Women long for partners who listen deeply, understand their emotions, and engage on a meaningful level. This genuine connection fosters trust and intimacy, setting the stage for a fulfilling relationship. So there you have it, 5 powerful traits that can make all the difference in how women perceive you. It's not about being nice, it's about being genuine, confident, and self-assured. What do you think is the most attractive quality in a partner? Drop the number in the comments below. And hey, If you're ready to dive deeper into building healthy relationships, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you won't miss a single video from father and son. Let's learn and grow together. Become undefeatable. How do you face problems in life? Have you ever experienced all the emotions when encountering a problem? Sadness, disappointment, confusion, and wanting to give up? Most people probably experience these when encountering some problem in life. But have you ever wondered if it's really considered a problem, or is it mostly just caused by your anxiety? Captain Jack Sparrow once had a saying like this: "The problem is not the problem is your attitude about the problem." In other words, our attitude toward problems is the decisive point between our failure or success in overcoming adversity. This is an important lesson in mind and spirit management, showing the power of a positive outlook and flexibility in facing the challenges that life presents. The above view also deeply reflects the philosophy of Stoic philosopher Epictetus, who once said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." Today, with Stoicism leading the way, we will learn about how to face life's adversities to become invincible in every situation. Starting with the story in the city of Cyprus in 300 BC, there was a very rich merchant named Zeno. While on a voyage from Phoenicia to Piraeus, his ship sank with all his cargo. This was an unwanted event beyond Zeno's control, turning him from a rich man to a poor man in a matter of moments. Imagine you are Zeno. How will you react when your life's work is wiped out by the sheer force of nature? Are you angry? You would be upset. Do you feel like life is turning its back on you? These are natural reactions that most of us will experience. However, for Zeno, the father of Stoicism, these emotions may not have been a choice. Zeno may have made a different response. Instead of blaming fate or feeling disappointed, Zeno could have seen the incident as an opportunity to learn and grow. He may have realized that while he cannot control external events, he always has a choice in how he reacts to them. Zeno's appropriate response would have been acceptance and patience. Instead of blaming fate, he could have focused on rebuilding from the ground up, using this unfortunate event as an opportunity to develop himself and become mentally stronger. A small change can be permanent, and a small change in your thinking can create larger and more powerful transformations in the future. At the core of Stoicism lies the concept of acceptance and indifference. After reading the works of Socrates and other great philosophers, Zeno created and taught Stoicism. According to Zeno, although we cannot control many things that happen around us, we can control how they affect us, and must use this ability most effectively. Instead of crying over spilled milk, or in this case, sunken cargo, Zeno emphasized remaining calm and neutral in the face of his difficult situation. Today, many people unwittingly consider Stoics to be unmoved, rarely experiencing intense emotions such as anger or anxiety. But the original meaning of Stoicism goes deeper than that. Rather than just being a way of describing emotionless people, Stoicism is a way of seeing, describing, and understanding the world. It is a lifestyle that has existed for centuries. Lesson 1. Control what you can. To become invincible, we need to learn to control what can be controlled, one of the core tenets of Stoicism. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches that we should focus on the things within our control and let go of the things we cannot control. When we realize that many things happen outside of our control, we will no longer waste time and energy worrying about them. Instead, we will focus on how we react and adjust our attitudes to situations. This not only helps reduce stress, but also helps us maintain calm and clarity in all situations. Epictetus once said, "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens." This principle lies at the heart of Stoicism, teaching us to focus on what we can control and release what we cannot. For example, when faced with failure at work, instead of complaining and blaming ourselves, we can choose to view this failure as an opportunity to learn and grow. By changing our perspective, we not only overcome difficulties, but also become stronger. It's important that we focus on specific actions we can take to improve the situation, rather than obsessing over factors we cannot change. Besides, we should live with less. Living with less means freeing yourself from the pressures and expectations that society places on you, or the pressures that you put on yourself. Imagine someone who has worked hard for the past 6 months. He felt he deserved a promotion, so he went to his boss to present a performance report. The boss thanked him but did not promote him, Can you guess how this guy would feel in this case? Try to predict in the comments below. He went home thinking he had done a terrible job. He doesn't consider the possibility that the boss might be angry, someone else might be better qualified, or that the company is in financial trouble and can't promote anyone. He didn't know the reason, but still felt uncomfortable. If he simply placed his value on the quality of the work he completed and continued to work hard and persistently to achieve the promotion he wanted, he would be much happier. With the right perspective, his goals will not be diminished, just delayed. It's important to reframe your thinking. A true Stoic does not judge success based on the financial gain from their work, but finds solace in the ability to live a comfortable life without having to buy everything that money can purchase. By focusing on our intrinsic values and the things we can control, we can reduce pressure and feel happier in our daily lives. This mindset adjustment helps us find joy and satisfaction from small achievements and from our own relentless efforts. Additionally, controlling your emotions and attitude is also an important part of becoming invincible. When faced with difficult situations, remaining calm and optimistic will help us make more informed and reasonable decisions. This also helps us avoid negative and unnecessary reactions, contributing to maintaining a stable and strong mental state. Ultimately, learning to control what we can control helps us build a solid foundation for resilience and persistence in life. When we know our limits and focus on what we can do, we feel more confident and less swayed by external events. This is the secret to becoming invincible, according to the teachings of the Stoic philosophers. Lesson 2. Accept voluntary discomfort. The Stoics advocated accepting discomfort and difficulty as a means of building strength and resilience. Seneca, an influential Stoic philosopher, believed that practicing voluntary discomfort, such as fasting or physical exertion, prepares us to face inevitable difficulties. Small actions like sleeping on the floor instead of a bed, taking cold showers instead of hot ones, or eating a simple diet like just eating potatoes for a few days, are all helpful exercises. These exercises help us realize that no matter how difficult it is, we can still survive and thrive if we have the right mindset. Accepting discomfort voluntarily is not only a physical exercise, but also a mental one. When we voluntarily put ourselves in difficult situations, we learn to control our reactions and develop patience and tolerance. This helps us mentally prepare for future misfortunes. This practice, called premeditatio malorum, helps us develop mental toughness, making us less vulnerable to unexpected challenges. When practicing premeditatio malorum, we imagine the worst possible scenarios in life. This is not intended to make us more anxious, but on the contrary, to help us reduce our fears and worries about the future. By imagining and preparing for the worst, we become stronger and less susceptible to unwanted events. This helps us maintain calm and control in all situations. For example, if we regularly practice fasting, when we encounter food scarcity situations, we will not panic, but instead use the skills and experience we have accumulated to overcome difficulties. Or if we are used to taking cold showers when the hot water system has a problem, we will not feel inconvenienced and still continue life normally. However, it is necessary to clearly distinguish between predicting bad things that may happen and overthinking. Forecasting is the act of mentally preparing and planning for the worst situations, helping us be ready to face difficulties. Overthinking, on the other hand, is thinking too much about problems, leading to unnecessary anxiety and stress. The goal of predicting is to create calm and control, while overthinking only adds to the pressure and reduces our effectiveness in dealing with reality. You need to clearly separate this to avoid causing unnecessary worries that affect your spirit. Wondering why we don't start crying when it starts to rain? That's because even though the situation is bad, we have learned to wait for the rain. It is inevitable, we cannot control the weather. Even if it rains, the rain passes and the light returns. Stoicism teaches us that in the same way, we should expect that every bad thing that can happen will happen. Imagine the worst outcome and have the satisfaction of knowing it could happen. Practicing voluntary discomfort also helps us develop gratitude and appreciation for the good things in life. When we voluntarily give up everyday comforts, we realize their value and become more appreciative. This not only increases satisfaction and happiness, but also helps us face losses more gently. By being able to endure these unpleasant situations, we indirectly prepare ourselves for future misfortunes. We learn not to get carried away by negative emotions and maintain mental stability. This is one of the ways that Stoicism makes us invincible. We cannot control everything that happens in life, but we can control our reactions and turn difficulties into opportunities to grow and develop. Test your understanding. Which of the following do you think you are practicing voluntary discomfort? A. Do things you don't like. B. Do things you think you can't do. C. Do what others require. Please choose and explain in the comments below. Thanks for your interaction. Lesson 3. Practice negative visualization. Negative visualization is a Stoic exercise that involves imagining worst-case scenarios. This practice helps us prepare for potential challenges and appreciate what we have. By reflecting on the loss of things we value, we can cultivate gratitude and reduce fear of the unknown. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote extensively about the impermanence of life and the importance of accepting it. By regularly practicing negative visualization, we become less attached to external outcomes and more focused on our inner strength. However, it is important that we do not turn negative visualizations into pessimism. The goal of negative visualization is not to live in fear and gloom, but to prepare psychologically and spiritually for possible difficulties. By imagining worst-case scenarios, we not only minimize fear, but also develop resilience. This helps us face challenges calmly and clearly. For example, if you're worried about losing your job, take time to imagine that scenario, how you would cope, what steps you would take to find a new job, and how you would adjust your daily life. Once you think carefully, you will realize that losing your job is not an insurmountable disaster, but a challenge that you can prepare for and meet. This helps reduce anxiety and boost confidence. In addition, negative visualization also helps us better appreciate what we have. When we imagine losing important things like family, health, or career, we will appreciate those things in our current lives more. This awareness encourages gratitude and makes us live more meaningfully, appreciating moments and their true value. It is important to maintain balance. Negative visualization is not for us to wallow in worry, but for us to become stronger and ready to face whatever comes our way. By practicing negative visualization properly and rationally, we not only prepare for the worst situations, but also develop a strong mentality, making us invincible in life. Lesson 4. Focus on virtue. To become invincible in all situations, practicing Stoic virtue is essential. The Stoics believed that virtue was the highest good and the key to true happiness. By prioritizing virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, we align our actions with our values, leading to a more fulfilling and resilient life. When faced with adversity, focusing on ethical behavior helps us maintain our integrity and composure. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, once said, "It's not events that make us miserable, it's how we perceive them." This emphasizes the importance of controlling our reactions to external events through the practice of virtue. When we focus on our wisdom, we learn to see things more objectively and clearly. For example, in a stressful situation at work, instead of getting angry or frustrated, a Stoic will stop to think rationally, find effective solutions, and maintain a positive attitude. Courage, one of the key virtues, helps us face fear and challenges with resilience. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote, "Courage is not the absence of fear, but acting in spite of fear." When we practice courage, we do not avoid difficulties, but instead confront them with a strong and determined spirit. For example, when faced with illness or loss, the Stoic will not let fear take over, but will find ways to overcome and adapt to the new situation. Fairness, a virtue that demonstrates proper treatment and respect for each other, helps us build lasting and harmonious relationships. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, asserted that justice is the foundation of all virtues. In everyday life, when we encounter conflict or injustice, acting fairly not only helps solve the problem, but also creates a positive and supportive environment. For example, in a family dispute, instead of trying to impose their opinions, the Stoic will listen and find a solution that is fair to all parties. Temperance, the final virtue, helps us control ourselves and maintain balance in our lives. Epictetus said, "He who controls his desires is free." Practicing temperance not only helps us avoid temptations and negative behaviors, but also helps us live in a more organized and productive manner. For example, in managing personal finances, Stoics will spend responsibly and frugally, thereby avoiding future financial difficulties. By displaying good qualities, we strengthen our character and become less influenced by external circumstances. Practicing virtue not only helps us respond positively and effectively to challenges, but also helps us build a fulfilling and happy life. It is through focusing on virtue that we can become invincible no matter how difficult life gets. Of the 4 Stoic pillars, which virtue do you think is the most important? A. Courage. B. Fairness. C. Wisdom. Or D. Moderation? Please share your views below. Thank you for your interaction. Lesson 5. Accept fate calmly. Life is impermanent and full of fluctuations. To live peacefully and without regrets about the past or worry about the future, we need to learn to accept life as it is. The Stoics' concept of amor fati, or fated love, encourages us to embrace whatever happens in our lives. Instead of resisting or lamenting our circumstances, we should accept them as a necessary part of our journey. This acceptance does not mean passivity, but active engagement with life's challenges, seeing them as opportunities for growth. A good example of practicing amor fati is when faced with loss. Instead of wallowing in sadness and regret, we can choose to see loss as a part of life. As in the above case of Zeno, instead of crying in frustration in the pain of losing his fortune, he accepted it as something that had to happen in his life. He still survived the shipwreck. Isn't that what you should be most grateful for? Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote, "Love everything that happens to you because it's part of your journey. When we accept this, we can move forward, finding meaning and value in every experience, whether positive or negative." Nelson Mandela is one of the world's most famous African leaders. While fighting against apartheid, he was sentenced to life in prison and spent 27 years there before being released. When he got out of prison, he was elected president of South Africa, and so many people thought that he would brutally punish everyone involved in apartheid or his imprisonment, but of course, he didn't. During his time in prison, Mandela read the works of Marcus Aurelius and learned many of the core values of Stoicism, all of which he practiced throughout his life. Instead of calling for the execution of wrongdoers, Nelson Mandela called on his people to seek the opposite, to relax and rebuild. He emphasized that the past was now beyond their control and the only thing they could do was find a way to move forward and build a better nation. This is the path of the Stoic. Acceptance and adaptation also help us not think too much about the future. Worrying about things that haven't happened yet only adds to the pressure and stress. Instead, we should focus on the present, doing what we can do best under the current circumstances. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, said, "It is madness to live in the past or the future while ignoring the present. When we focus on the present, we can enjoy life more and make better decisions." The lesson from Stoic philosophy is to accept life with all its impermanence. Instead of resisting or fearing changes and challenges, we should accept them with a calm mind and patience. Acceptance does not mean passive acceptance, but rather taking advantage of every opportunity to learn and grow. Advice from Stoic philosophy is to live each day with mindfulness and gratitude. Appreciate the present moments, and don't let the past or future dominate your mind. When we accept life calmly and without regrets, we will find true peace and happiness. In conclusion, amor fati is not only a philosophy, but also a way of life that helps us face all challenges and events in life resiliently and positively. Accept and love everything that happens to you, because that is the path to maturity and happiness. As Viktor Frankl said, when we are no longer able to change the situation, we are forced to change ourselves. This is our Stoic lesson today. Integrating Stoic principles into our lives allows us to develop a strong character that can endure the inevitable ups and downs. By adopting this mindset, we empower ourselves to take control of our lives starting today. Every new day becomes an opportunity for us to gradually build an invincible character that can overcome all storms. If you find this video useful, please like and subscribe so you don't miss the next Stoic lessons. Thank you for watching.